This is my first YouTube video, Mr. Raider News. I'm just going to give you a weekly report of what's going on in the Raider Nation. I want to first start off with the general manager we hired, Reggie McKenzie, and what you guys think about him firing Hue Jackson. I don't like it particularly because I think our offense was the defensive coordinator struggles that killed us. We put points on the boards, our defense wasn't getting done, but Reggie did his research, and I think this is why he made his decision. I think the first reason is penalties. We're the most penalized team in history ever, and that's a very undisciplined team, and that has a lot to do with the coach. So, I mean, that's one strike. That's a pretty bad one, too. I think the number two one is we lost the last 4 or 5 games. That's not good at all. We didn't capitalize on games we should have won. His personnel decision is his third one. I think giving up a first-round draft pick for Palmer is pretty steep. I mean, he had no choice. Jason Campbell went down. I see where he's coming from, but he gave up a first-round draft pick to just be an average team. We didn't even make playoffs, so I think that's why Reggie McKenzie decided to fire Hue Jackson. But in Hue Jackson's defense, I mean, he lost his quarterback, Jason Campbell, in Week 7. When your starting quarterback gets down, it's going to be hard to be a playoff team. So, I mean, I see where he traded for Palmer there, but still, he didn't make playoffs. And then another defense, Week 8, Darren McFadden went out. I mean, that's your best player on offense by far. I mean, Darren McFadden, he's a top 3 running back in the league. I know a lot of you Raider haters don't think so, but, I mean, if he stays healthy, he has a rushing title. And then Al Davis's death, he's been there for so long, that's going to mess the team up. So, in his defense, I mean, I think he should have got another year, but and hey, Reggie McKenzie's going to bring in his own people. The latest rumor is Winston Moss, the linebackers coach for the Green Bay Packers, is supposed to be our head coach, and our defensive coordinator is Perry, and he's the Packers secondary coach. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they're winning. Green Bay's a winning franchise, and we're bringing some people into the Raider Nation. I think that's what we need. And I still don't agree with the Hue Jackson fire, but that's all right. I mean, we're going to see. I can't judge it. I can't judge until after this year goes and see what happens. But Reggie McKenzie's a former Raider. He played from 1985 to 1988 for the Raiders, and I mean he knows what it is to be a Raider. So that's cool. I'm kind of glad that we hired someone that was a Raider. I mean, I think that's awesome. He's the first GM since 1972, and that's when Al Davis took over principal owner of the Raiders. So I'm excited to see what happens. I'm still not too happy, but we'll see. I was checking up on Bleacher Report, and Bowles, the secondary coach for the Miami Dolphins, is interviewing with us, but I think he's just doing a couple interviews. I still think it's going to end up being Winston Moss, which we need a defensive-minded coach because that's where we're really struggling. We could put points on the board. I mean, Denarius Moore, Darren McFadden, Jacoby Ford, Darius Hayward-Bay. I mean, we're the most explosive offense, like player-wise. Not the explosive offense in the NFL, but we have the talent to be. And Winston Moss, he's a former Raider too. He played linebacker with us too. So I mean, we're bringing in a lot of Raiders. You gotta love that. I mean, I know he's not hired yet, but I'm pretty damn sure he's gonna be the next coach for the Raiders. But yeah, I was reading on CBS and. Yeah, I guess Mark Davis, Al Davis' son, is thinking about moving back to Los Angeles. I want to know what y'all think about that. Raider fans, comment. Let me know. I'd be really appreciated. I'm going to try to do a weekly report, just, when we start getting into the offseason, what free agents we sign, what I feel about it, and things like that. So, yeah, just let me know. Comment.